Number 1 in class, I'm going to start with number 2. Number 2 says, there are 8 girls on each basketball team. There are 184 girls in the league. How many teams are there? As you can see, I've created my situation box. And we want to begin to fill in this information because once we fill in this information, it'll help us to solve this problem. So right off the bat, I know that I have a total of 184 girls. And I know that each team has 8 girls on it. I want to know how many teams there are. Once again, you can look at this as a fact triangle for the multiplication and division, knowing that 184 is your total up here at the top, and that you have 8 and you're missing one of the facts at the bottom. So you can say 184 divided by 8 is the missing portion here. All right. So looking at how our problem is set up, we see that we have 10, 8, we have 20, 38 groups of 8, 40 groups of 8, and 50 groups of 8. Once again, 8 means per group. 10 represents how many groups you have. All right. And then you're going to take this information and begin to use your chart. I like to call this my running total. Okay. Now that I have my groups, 10 groups of 8, 20 groups of 8, 30 groups of 8, 40 groups of 8, 50 groups of 8, that's going to be 80, 160, 240, 320, and 400. This is going to be my running total. This is going to be groups used. And this over here will be my answer bank. Okay. Here we go. I know that my total number is 184. From here, I know that I'm trying to figure out what groups of 8 are closest to that I could take away or take out of 184. Well, 10 groups of 8 is 80. Good, but not close enough. 20 groups of 80 is 160, even closer, but I want to see if I can go even closer than that. 3 groups of 80 is 240. That's going over. Can't use it. So I'm going to use 20 groups of 8. That's going to give me 160. I subtract it out. That leaves me 24. I notice now that, hey, I go back to the top. I say, oh, I have 10 groups of 8. That's 80. Way too big. So I'm going to start back with 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have to add to my answer bank. 1 group of 8, 2 groups of 8, 3 groups of 8, and 4 groups of 8. 1 group of 8 is 8, 16, 24, 24, and 32. I noticed that 1 times 8 is 8. Close. 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 8 is 24. And 4 times 8 is 32. I noticed that 3 groups of 8 will give me 24, which is perfect, which is 0. This means that I am done because I have no more to subtract out. I add up my groups used, and my answer is 23 groups. So I can come up with 23 teams of 8 will equal 184 girls in total. Okay, why don't you give this a try on your own and see how you do with numbers 2. Try to do number 2 on your own and then try to do number 3 for homework. And don't forget to try the practices at the bottom. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.